Hello, and welcome to a Sudoku special of sorts. I'm behind on a bunch of stuff. It's been crazy. I had my student orientation yesterday. It was like an all day thing. I'm very tired, but but I really wanted to share this with you because this is something that I've been waiting for since April this year when I met Rockrat at SudokuCon. Um, he had shared with us that he was going to be putting together this project. What project? I just see a puzzle here. This puzzle is essentially a sneak preview of something called the Periodic Puzzle Project that Rockrat has released on Kickstarter. I know I I haven't asked you for money yet, but and now I'm sending you off to go give someone else money, but the cheapest thing that you can get is $15 and you get every single one of the 118 element inspired puzzles where, as far as I'm aware, there will be some lore and stuff like that, and it'll be in PDF form. So you'll be able to, I'm assuming, click a link that'll take you to SudokuPad, and you'll be able to solve the puzzles just as we are going to be doing here with Ferrum, or iron, the 26th element. Um, why I've been so excited about this is because I'm a nerd. Who would have guessed? Doing Sudoku. Um, doing Sudoku is just kind of, I guess, a thing that non-nerds can also do. But I don't know if Sudoku YouTube is really something that non-nerds do. I'm a big nerd, and I'm so much of a nerd that I'm going to share this very funny little thing with you guys here. This is something I just pulled out of my wallet. It is a credit card metallic that's kind of disappearing because of my background remover, but it's a periodic table of elements. So I always have the periodic table of elements, and actually, there's a couple of interesting things I noticed about the puzzle, including something I knew right off the cuff, examining the beauty that is the Ferrum puzzle. Um, Obviously, there's the 26th element, Fe, but 5585 is representative of a property of iron. I guess an average property of iron. So if you want to know what that is, look up iron on the periodic table and see if you can figure out what those numbers might represent. But anyways, um, all the nerding out aside, let's actually try to solve Ferrum by Rockrat Zero and hopefully do it justice, and give you guys an inspiration to go and check out the project that he's been working on for a number of months. So we have normal Sudoku rules apply. Dutch whispers. Adjacent digits on an orange line must vary by at least 4. Killer cages. Digits in a dashed cage sum to the value given in the top left of the cage. Difference pairs. Digits in cells joined by a white dot must differ by the digit in the dot. Not all dots are necessarily given. So, what does that mean? Well, if we take a look here, Dutch Whispers actually is a variant we don't get to see quite often, just because it doesn't appear as much in gas. We'll see German Whispers pretty often, but Dutch Whispers is a far and few between variant, and it's very interesting because where what you're used to in German Whispers is being able to just maybe do some color coding, low high, and we can move on with our lives. Dutch Whispers is not that kind to us. Dutch Whispers um, does allow 5 on the line, and when 5 is allowed on the line, it means that you're going to have 1 and 9 next to it. So let's say 5 went here, this would be like a 1-9 pair, and then you would not have a consistent low high, because let's say this was 1 and this was 9. You got this one from some high digit, let's say 8 here, which I guess actually makes sense in this case. It would be very funny if this turns out to be the solution, but we do something like that, then now you have high, low, then medium, high, then low. Like it German Whispers likes to mess with, or Dutch Whispers likes to mess with things a little bit more than German Whispers do. But hopefully you can work through all the different ways you could differ by at least four yourselves. Then we have our killer cages. Obviously, we've already pointed out the 26 here. So these 6 digits must sum to 26. These 2 to 5, 5, 8, and 5. Then we have our difference pairs. So these two cells here are separated by this white dot with a 2 in it. That means that these 2 digits must differ by 2. So 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, so on and so forth up the line. And the same is true for the 3. The 3, those are only options 2 and 3. Again, another quirk, but the 3 is then what? It's 1, 4, 2, 5. You guys can work out the rest. And the fact that not all dots are necessarily given is just telling us that not all difference pairs of 2 or 3 are shown in the puzzle. So with that, those are the rules. Let's just jump right into it. All right, so let's see what we can do here. 2, 2, 5, 6. I think we will have to pencil mark on this one. I don't think we can get away with not pencil marking this. This will be 4, 8. And then we can pencil mark all these, so we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I want to come back to this for a second, just because something we know about Sudoku is that we have to have the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, column, and box. Well, in this box, if we have the digits 1 to 9 once each, they would in total sum to 45. That means if you remove 26 of 45, if I can do math, should leave us with 19. So we need to make 19 in 3 digits here, or 26 in 6 digits. So 19 in 3 digits, it can't use 1 because 8 and 9 is the maximum you can do, which would be 17. So it can't be 1, so actually we know 1 has to go in one of these two cells. Maybe actually that would make this easier to resolve the other way instead of trying to figure out how we make 3 digits sum to 19. So if we have 1, 2, 6, 5 with 1 is 14. So actually we need to make 12 in 2 digits, and with 4, 8, it's actually going to be, wow, it's going to be 1, 4, 8. So actually this is just a 1, 4, 8 triple. That's pretty easy there. And this is going to be 3, 7, 9. Okay, I didn't think it was going to resolve that quickly, though I guess it isn't necessarily that quickly. Dutch Whispers. I guess at the very least it can't be 8, 1, 5, 9 like I was showing in my example. So 4. Ah, but 4 can't be next to 7, right? 4 can't be next to 7. 7, though, differed by 3 is 4. I think that's fine. 3. 3 can't go here, so this can never be 2. 1, 2, 4, triple leaves us with 5, 6, 8 triple, where this can't be 8. 5 would leave us with 3, 6 would leave us with 2. 2, 3. Sorry. All right, sorry. 1, 3, 4 actually gives us 2 here, which means this has to be 6. 2 differed by 2 has to be 4. That gives us 1 here. 1 differed by 2 is 3. 1, 2, 4. 4 has to be 1, 3. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's get rid of the 6 here. 1, 3, 5, 8. We've made a lot of good progress. 4 minutes in, we're doing well. We do remember how to pencil mark puzzles. Um, but now, where in the world do we go? All right. Sorry. Difference of 2. We have a lot of things that kind of restrict it. It could be 1, 3. Can't have 2. Can't be 3, 5. Can't be 4, 6. Can't be 5, 7. Can't be 6, 8, 7, 9. So it's either 1, 3 or it's 7, 9. That's actually pretty restrictive. 3, 7, 9. 8. 8 would force this to be 4. Should mean this would only be able to be 1 or 2. But if this was 1, for example, 1 has a ton of options and 4 could be, I guess it couldn't be 8. 4 would have to be 9. 4, 8 with 9 here. 1 just gives us too many options because 1 could be 6, 7, or 9. And we do know that 6 does have to go somewhere along here, but you also know that 3 has to go somewhere here. Hmm. 8 somewhere along there. Yeah. This can't be 7 anymore. So actually this has to just be 7. This has to be 6 actually, no matter what. Could leave us with 6, 3 or 6, 9 here, which would be quite nice. 4, 8, 6, 7, 3, 7, 3. All right, if this is 3, that's because this is 8. So 8, 3, 3 would require 7 or 9. All right. If this was 4, then this was 9. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 would say this has to be 5. Okay, 3, 7, 9. 5. Maybe I have to think about 5, because like 5, for example, whatever goes here has to have 3 distinct digits that it can differ to. So for example, this couldn't be like 4 because 4 can only differ to 8 or 9. Problem is these are all like high digits. Like if this was no, but if this was 9, oh, but if this was 9, then this would have to be 5. That's the only way for 5 to work. Otherwise, this has to be low somehow. And 9 would break because 9, 5, 3 doesn't work. So this can't be high, it has to be low, which means it needs to come from the set 1, 2, 3. Where this, sorry, this would come from the set 5, 7, 8, 9. Oh, well, but if it was 3, then it couldn't have 5. Oh, but then it would be a 7, 8, 9 triple. That's fine. It'd be a 7, 8, 9 triple. Actually, this can't even be 5. If this was... No, it can. Sorry. For some reason, my brain said 5 differed by 3 is 2 and 7 because I was looking up here. That is not true at all. This could be 5, 8. If this is 5, 8, though, 5 would require 1, 9, 7, 2... Oh, there's too many things to think about. 1 second. 2, 4... Well, it can't be that, actually. 5, 7, 8, 9. Because this also is from the set 5, 7, 8, 9. So actually, this has to be from the set 1, 2, 3, 4, where this can't be 2. 1 doesn't work. 3 divided by 3 is 6, so actually this just has to be 4, doesn't it? And 4 has to differ to 7, so actually we just get a lot of information there. 7, 5, 8, 9. Seven, 1, 2, 3 is fine. Oh, but 5 has to appear in one of these two cells, so it has to be 1. Okay. So then it's either 5, 9, 4, or it's 5. Oh, but it can't be that. Oh, wow. You know, it's frustrating. Not anything that Rockrat did. It's like I'm frustrated with myself because I wish I could set puzzles like this. And what that means is I need to practice more. And I haven't been practicing as much as I should. I feel like my face looks very dark. I guess the lighting is a little bit off there, but anyways, I'm just like such everything just works together so nicely. You know, it's something that I really appreciate with the gas because those are genuinely approachable. But I don't think I'd consider this gas necessarily. Like maybe to some people, I guess for me, especially there's a few different variants here, and I definitely don't think I could have done any sort of visualization here. This definitely needed to be pencil marked. There are just so many like interesting interactions, and like the problem is if this is 5, 9, this would be 9, 7, and then this couldn't be 7. And actually, another way to think about it, 9, 7, there would be no place to put 7 in this box. So this cannot be 5, which means this is an 8, 9 pair, which means this is 5 here, which means this is 9, 3, this is 4, 4. I was going to say it leaves us with a 1, 8 pair, but no, it doesn't because we're using Dutch whispers. So this is 8, 1. This can no longer be 1, 3. It has to be 7, 9. And what that means about this is 8, 8 has to be 1, 2. which means that this is 6, this is 1, 2. Okay, it's all coming together. This is 4, this is... Oh, we have roping as well. This is 4, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. This is 2, this is 1, this is 3. No 3s in the corner, it seems like today. This is 7, 9. This is 4, 5, 8, where this can't be 4. Then, oh, 8. Hello. 8 gives us 9, gives us 8. 9 differs to 2 or 4. No, it could differ to 5. It could differ to 5, right? No, it can't differ to 5 for the same reason this couldn't have been 9, because this cannot be 3, and doing the math correctly here, 5 by 2 gets us to 7, and 7 again is not allowed here for the same reason 9 couldn't go here. So actually, this is 2, 4. 2 would differ to 4. 4 would actually differ to 2. So once again, we have a 2, 4 pair. 4 couldn't differ to 1, so it would have to differ to 7, and 2 would then differ to... No, it can't differ to 7. I just said that. So it has to be 2 differing to 5. Hello. Man, I just 5, 8. I had those, so 7, 9 would have been there. I just cannot understate my appreciation for the creativity of creators of puzzle of setters like this. Sorry, 3, 6, 8. 3, 6, 8. 6 leaves us with 3, 8 here. Do we have a 7, 9 pair going down the column? Okay, we got a little distracted. What are we missing here? We are missing 1, 6, 9. So actually we do get a nice pair here, and we end up with 1 there. What are we missing here? We are missing 2, 3, 8. So this is going to be 8. This is going to be 2, 3. From the box, we're still missing... Sorry, 4, 5, 7. There we go. 4, 5, 7. 4 can differ to 2 or 6. 5 differs to... I guess 5 differs to 7 or 3, so it would have to be 7. 7 could differ to 9 or 5. There's a lot of options on that one. I don't think I really like that pencil marking, but that's okay. I don't know what's going on with my auto lighting here. I should be a little bit brighter in the image, but that's okay. You guys don't come here to stare at my face. Something 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. There we go. 6, 7, 8, where this can't be 6. 1, 5, 9, where this can't be 1. Otherwise, 5, 9. This is interesting. So 5... Wait a second. If this is 1, differed by 3 is 4. Done. 5 differed by 3 to 2 doesn't work, so it would have to be 5 differed up to 8. And 9 to 6. Okay. 1, 4. 1, 4 leaves us with 8, 9 as our options. Otherwise, it's 1, 2, and actually it'd have to be 1 if you have the high version equivalent. So it was 6, 9 or 5, 8, you'd be limited. 5, 8, you'd be only limited to 1 because of the 5, but Oh, but this can't be 5 because this cannot be 1 or 9. Okay, wait a second. This can't be 5, which means this can't be 8. So actually, we're only left with the extremes. And 9 can easily differ to 3, and 1 can easily differ to 6 or 8, so that doesn't help. 3, so that's interesting. 3 has to go between one of these two cells, so 3 would either have to be 1, 3, or it would have to be 3, 5. I'm not actually sure which. We always know it's 3, but 1, 3, 5. Well, if that's the case, where does 4 go in the column? Because now this is the only place where 4 exists. Sorry, it was like everything was flowing really smoothly, I felt like. And now this is 1, then that forces this to be 1, and that makes sense because this would be a high digit, and the high digit would give us the low digits. 3, 5, on the other hand, doesn't really affect much of anything. I guess also this can't be 1, so let's do that. 3, 4, difference of 2. This definitely has to be high. So where does the 2 go? This has to be 2. There we go. Because this cannot be 2, 4. So this is 3, 2, which doesn't actually help us with this. Um, what are our differences, though? We could do 5, 7. We could do 6, 8. We could do 7, 9. All of those are valid options. I guess 2. This can't be 2 anymore. So that's something. 1, no, 1 here. Can 5 go here? 5 can't go there, but... Oh, and 5. Okay, there we go. No, sorry, never mind. It just tells us that 5 goes between these two cells. Oh, well, sorry, but that does give us some information. Okay. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Give me a second here, folks. Across the row, what do we need? We need a 5 somewhere. This can't be 5 because this cannot be 1 or 9. This can't be 5 because of Sudoku, and we already have done the work on these ones for why they can't be 5s. So 5 has to go between one of these two cells. Obviously, if this is 5, it can't be 4, 7, and if this is 5, then this can only be 7. So it really limits our options. So what are we left with? If this is 5, it couldn't be 3, so this is actually just a very simple 5-7 pair. 5-7 pair leaves us with 1, 4, 6, 8, 9. 1, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, where we've accounted for all the digits in one place or another, so we can't really limit it further. I guess you can't have 9 or 6 here, but you could have 1, 4, or 8, because 1, 4, 8, 6, 9. And then can't be 1, 4, but it could be 6, 8, or 9. And actually, what that means for us is this can never be 8, because this can never be a low digit. So this actually has to be low. If this is low, this must be low, which actually sets everything. This is going to be 1, 1. This has to be 6 or 8. 6, 8, or 9. 1, 3, 8, 9. 1. This will be 5, 9. 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. There we go. 7, 8, 9 triple gives us 5. 5 gives us 9. That gives us that this is 1, 3, so we do know the order there. We didn't really need this, I guess, but that's fine. 9 now says this has to be 6, 8, or 5, 7. Nine, 7, 9, 3, 5. Yeah, so here we go. This has to be high, and it has to be 5 or 9. No, that can't be 9. Sorry. What are our options again? 3, 4, 5, 8. So this has to be 5 because it can't be 3 or 4. It's too close to those, and it can't be 8 by Sudoku. It has to be 5, which means this is 9, which means this is 7, this is 9. There we go. This is 7, this is 9. 5, 5 gives us 8, gives us 5, gives us 3, gives us 7, gives us 5. 4, 7. We are just missing 4 here. This is 4, this is 7. 4 can't be 2, must be 6. 5, 8. This is going to be 5. This will be 8, 8, 6 then. That makes this 7, 5, 8, 7, 8, 6, 8, 9, 9, 7, 7, 9. It's coming together, folks. Slowly but surely, we have made it through this. 7, and then 6. There we go. 6 gives us our 8, gives us our 6, gives us 3, 2. There we go. 3, 2. And finally, to finish us off, we get our 6, 9, and we are done in 26 minutes and 9 seconds. That's, I guess very thematic for the puzzle here. 26 minutes and 9 seconds with Ferrum by Rock Rat Zero. So, folks, with that, I hope you enjoyed. And please do check out the Kickstarter. All right, I'm not sponsored. I'm not getting any money from Rockrat for this. I really appreciate passion projects like this, and obviously it's something that I'm very interested in myself. So please go and take a look at it. And there are some other bonus puzzles I think available if you look on the Kickstarter page. So do go and check those out. And of course, if you would like to see me solve them, then let me know down below. Look at me being a real YouTuber here, asking for comments. So with that, I hope you enjoyed. And as always, thank you for watching.